Well, it's just, lack of competing, being mentally and physically locked in from the start. They're a very good basketball team. We could have played well and still lost. But you certainly can't come out flat and come out and get totally dominated. But, I felt like Macy was the horse pulling the cart with four flat tires. I mean, she was competing, she was going, trying to pull us along, trying to keep us in things, but, no one else joined in her effort. And as good as she is, she's not good enough to do it by herself. And, the bottom line is the reason when the games we've been successful is because all 15 played a part in that, whether it was on the bench or whether it was sparks coming into the game or being able to produce defensive stops together or maybe coming in and giving us an offensive spark. But we didn't have any of those tonight. So, simply just disappointed in the effort. The result is what it is, but we have to make sure that we understand that if we're not physically and mentally ready to play each night, this can happen.
The bigs for Tech kind of controlled the game all night long. What were they doing specifically to help them succeed?
I just thought they outworked us. I mean, they outworked us for position. When they got the ball inside, they scored it, and if they didn't score it, they fought and got the rebound. But, they're a very good basketball team. When you have Coleman on the inside and one-on-one she's going to score, but then they surround her with shooters, it makes them very tough. I mean, Kim does a great job. They're a good basketball team, but, I just wish that we would have come out and competed the way we've been competing this week. But we just didn't have it in us for some reason, and it's something that we've got to make sure that we get turned around before Monday.
This is one of the first nights teams have been able to kind of slow down Caitlyn. What specifically did you see that was making it difficult for her?
Well, I mean, size, gives her issues a little bit. Coleman's a little bit bigger than her, and, they were sending some help too. But, and Caitlyn will be the first to tell you, it wasn't her best effort. And, she came out and tried to get a little bite to eat. She just, said she was drained, didn't have any energy. And so, that happens. And, she's put a lot of miles on her body this week. But, we're doing everything we can to try to get them ready to play. And that's why the decision was made in the fourth quarter, is I have to protect my basketball team. And as many games as we played, knowing we're playing again on Monday, Macy wanted to bite nails when I told her because she never gives up and she never gives in. But I said, we've got to be we over me right now. We've got to have better effort, and we've got to have some legs on Monday. So that's why that decision was made late in the game.
What do you have to now to kind of learn from this game and then build going into Monday?
Well, I thought that we, had done a really good job the last two games of figuring out how to win. But now we got to go back and figure out that part of winning is competing from the start, being locked in and ready to go, and overcoming any obstacle that might be in your way, whether that's mental or physical fatigue or whatever it is. So, mainly after the game, we just talked about how everybody has got to be prepared, ready to play. You can't take anything for granted. You can't come out and expect that good things are going to happen to you. You have to earn those things. So we'll do some recovery tonight, and we'll get ready for Austin Peay tomorrow, and we'll go to Clarksville on Monday. I mean, at this point, you just got to move past it and try to prepare yourself for what's next.
Well, Perto got some action as well today. How is she kind of progressing, given that she joined the team late?
Yeah, I mean, the more reps and the more minutes that she gets, the better. But we haven't, because of our schedule, we haven't even had very many practices, and we haven't really been able to go up and down in our practices trying to preserve legs. So I think the more reps and stuff she gets, she obviously is a presence on the defensive end of the floor. I thought she did a really good job on Coleman. And so we've just got to get her more comfortable with our offense and then also what to do with the basketball when she catches it. Being more physical and more aggressive, very aggressive on the defensive end. We got to get her more aggressive on the offensive end. But, she's come a long way and she's making strides every single day. It's just very difficult to get her to catch up in this situation.